All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazadis be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And I foresee this could go a little bit long. I'm going to try not to make it long. I'm going to try to just get in and out like a robbery. All right? And as you can, this was a throwback picture. Beautiful picture, beautiful picture. We know what the scriptures say. Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is coming, and what's that in Psalms? To bind their kings with chains of iron and nobles of their nobles with I botched it, man. You know it. He's coming to bind up their kings, the elites. You know, he's coming to slap chains on these goddamn heathens, starting with their elites. You know, beautiful times, beautiful times. You know, Salakia, you know, I'm gonna leave the link for this in the description. As you can see, it's from CNN. It says from your president, King Taco, Mr. Wayne Brady. Mr. Wayne Brady, let's make a deal. It says they don't know what the F-U-C-K. He got vulgar. You gonna get on your president? You get on us. You hate when we use vulgar language. You gonna get on your president? They don't know what the fuck physic they're doing. Trump lashes out at Israel and Iran. I'll leave the link in the description. I didn't even get all the way through it. But basically, you know, I saw even on social media, they were all praising King Trump again, King Taco, Mr. Wayne Brady, over the peace deal, you know, that he ushered in allegedly. And he was like, what the hell is going on? You know, when I order a peace deal, I don't expect you to unload drop the biggest load of bombs on them ever, you know, right before it's over, you know. And he's like, and then Iran mistakenly let off a missile or something, and it didn't hit Israel, I don't think, you know. And now they're talking about they're going to retaliate. I don't know what the hell is going on, and he's angry, man. Meanwhile, they were all celebrating, all the cabinet, all this, you zombies, you MAGA zombies, you Babylonian zombies, you're all praising Trump. Woo! We dodged that bullet. No World War III. Back to the bread and circus. Back to the bullshit. Wrong. Back to reality. World War III ain't coming. It's here. It's here, baby. It's at your front door. And we smack dab in the middle of it. And it ain't no going back. So it says President Donald Trump flashed intense anger this morning as the ceasefire he brokered between Israel and Iran appeared to grow more fragile. So right now he said he's heading to like a NATO summit, and they going, you know, I guess they're going to have a little sit down. But he's mad at both sides. And he's basically saying that they've been fighting so long, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Okay? And the brother Zakaria called me, you know, and we're chopping it up, you know, real quick. And Ray Charles can see that this is all bullshit. This is all theater. This is called the theater of war. This is called propaganda. You're being propagandized. You know? We know who controls legacy media. Okay? And we know DJ Trump, Mr. Wayne Brady, is a liar. He can't be trusted. He's an Edomite, Doc. Inside joke. He's an Edomite, Doc. He's a liar and the father of it. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You know? This man is a cunning hunter. He was more subtle than any beast of the field. Okay? And these other nations, they're onto you. Okay? And we know you can't overthrow prophecies, man. That's what you see happening. You seeing everything. Anyway, I'm not even gonna get into it, man. We in beautiful times. Like I said, choke the word, man. I ain't trying to say too much, man. The walls have ears, and they don't understand prophecy. They understand prophecy to a certain extent, but they need the true prophets to interpret and break things down, just as they needed Daniel in the Babylonian Empire to interpret them dreams. Okay. So the main scripture that was in my mind is Matthew 10:34 on down. I'll get that in the blue letter. You know, I'm not trying not to make this too long, man. Get it in and out, like I said. This is Isaiah 57. The main point is in 21. We saw this coming a mile away, man. you can bamboozle these silly Babylonians. You can propagandize these sheeple, but the men of the Lord, okay, the true men of the Lord, were onto you. We see them slow ass punches coming a mile away. You gassed out, man. Your punches. What they call it? Telegraphing your punches, man. We saw that coming a mile away. And again, be mindful, man. There's a lot of misinformation. It's a lot of fake news, especially with AI. Be mindful, man. Be mindful. You can always rely on the faithful prophecies, the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. They're faithful and true. Not one jot, not one tittle shall pass from the law till all be fulfilled. And we know the prophecies play out, quotation marks, in order. In order. Inside joke. Okay? The body gets it. Everything must be done decently and in order. You would know that if you've been being diligent. Repetition, repetition, repetition. The father of skill. Everything must be done decently and in order. Anyways, Isaiah 57:21. I start at 18. I have seen his ways and will heal him. Who? Yasharallah. Jacob. We're a worm. Okay, we need saving. We're sick, man. We need the physician. We're all sick, man. You know? And guess what? The physician, King Shiloh, okay, he's coming in to usher in peace to Yasharallah. And he's coming with healing in his wings, man. Okay, but right now this word is healing us. It's comforting us. It's as it is written, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. We are in beautiful times, brothers and sisters. Beautiful times, as I always say, for the hopeful elect. Horrific times for the rest of you. The ones of you that been playing around, playing games, putting off the day of the Lord, been lukewarm, you know? You heathens, chiefly Esau, Edom, and 2/3 of Israel that are joined hand in hand with this devil. You people are through. You don't know what the hell is going on. How much more so when the famine of the word commences? You really gonna be through, because all hell is about to break loose. As you can see, things are spiraling out of control. Within hours of him bragging and boasting about ushering in peace, look where they at now. Beautiful times. I have seen his ways and will heal him. Again, Israel, Yasharallah, but chiefly the elect. I will lead him also and restore comforts unto him and to his mourners. Not just the men, but our job as the able-bodied men, the first fruits, right? The apostles, the teachers, you know? Our job is to feed Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's sheep, his lamb, okay? With sound doctrine, okay? You know? Because there's an innumerable multitude of believers, and they're not following us. It's not of us. This is not of us. They're following the lamb wheresoever he goeth. We're just servants, man. Soldiers. We're insignificant. This is all about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And his program, his movie, his thing, his will is being done in the earth. And it's beautiful. He's faithful and true. I have seen his ways and will heal him. I will lead him also and restore comforts unto him and to his mourners. We're sighing and crying for all the abominations done therein. How long, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai? How long? As we can see, not much longer. Victory is nigh. I create the fruit of his lip. Look at that. I create the fruit of the lips. This isn't our words. These are his words, his thoughts. He's working on our minds. Peace, peace to him that is far off, and to him that is near, saith the Lord Yahweh. We're far off. Okay? And we're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay? What's that? I forgot. Salaki, brothers. What is that? The fourth part of the earth? The land where no man never dwelt. So we're afar off. And he's about to redeem us, save us. He's coming speedily, quickly. He's about to make a quick riddance. And what it said, and to him that is near, we're dwelling in the tabernacle of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We're trusting in the rock, resting in the shadow of the rock. Okay, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. And he's healing us. How is he healing us? With these words. Wherewithal can a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed to this word. This word is healing us. But the wicked, chiefly Esau, Edom, the wicked per Malachi 1:4, and 2/3 of Israel. You heathens, you're all wicked. There's a major separation in the earth. The righteous from the wicked, the sheep from the goat. But the wicked are like the troubled sea. They can't sleep at night. Them a worry and fret. But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. There is no peace. There is no peace. There is no peace. When they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them as a woman in travail, and none shall escape. There is no peace, saith my power, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, to the wicked. Ain't no escaping it. You being drawn into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. The least of the flock is drawing you out. Amalek got you right where they want you. Yeah, you being bamboozled, King Taco. You're being bamboozled ultimately by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But it's them Amalekites, them small hats, they know what they doing. And you know what's up. You just an actor, man. You playing a role. These politicians, as I was bringing out to the brother, they got a job to do. They're puppets. All these leaders, they're puppets, man. They're taking orders, okay? And their job, their main purpose is to quell, look that word up, to quell the goddamn masses, the public, the general public, you sheep. Because the sheep is getting scared, nervous, you know? So they, you know, they propagandize you, and you fall for it every time. But we're not ignorant. But the elect, we got the eye salve. Okay, we have this truth that set us free. Okay, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. Oh, not only is Mike Bibby. Okay, not only is Mike Bibby over there running game on you. Why you wanna play your games on me? Salaki, you know, singer. Salaki. Mike Bibby over there running game on you, telling you sweet nothings in your ear. Ishmael and Elam, you know, them three princes or whatever in the Saudi Gulf region, they're deceiving you. Qatar, that's all bullshit. Iran, notice that was a soft round of rockets that they fired over there to Qatar, to those quote unquote if that's even real. Because again, you got to be careful, man. But it's all bullshit. You're being bait. You're being drawn out. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai drawing y'all out. And you about to meet the big bad bear. The eagle and the bear have these people living in fear of their impending nuclear warfare. Proverbs 21:1. You going in that meat grinder. Ain't no escaping it. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. That's the point. I'll read a little more. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord Yahweh pondereth the hearts. And you know that we know the heart is your mind. The Hebrew word for heart is lab. Your heart is in your mind. Is it in your mind? Okay? Inside joke. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord Yahweh than sacrifice. And a high look and a proud heart and the plowing of the wicked is sin. Beautiful. Yapa. I was going to get into this. I ain't even going, this whole chapter's fire, but I don't want to make this long, man. In and out. Isaiah 14. You already know. You already know. I ain't go, what was I going to go? The whole chapter's fire. Dynamite. Dynamite. Okay. The whole chapter's good, man. The whole chapter's good. You know, the whole chapter's good. I brought it out in the last video. He gonna Edom shall be humbled. He laying low, all the proud, all the haughty. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai alone shall be exalted in that day. We in that time. Verse 26, 14 and 26. This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth. You watching the will of the Lord play out for the controversy of Zion. He that toucheth you toucheth the apple of the Lord's eye. That's why all this hell is breaking loose in the earth, because of what you've done. Chiefly to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's treasure, his peculiar people. A recompense is coming in the earth. You're all being gathered to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, and he about to plead with you. And the word plead means judge. You about to be judged. But prior to that, all hell is going to break loose. Okay? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach said, I come to set fire on the earth. What may I, if it be already kindled? Okay? The fire's kindled. It's blazing. Can't cool, can't cool. This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth. And this is the hand that is stretched out upon all nations. This is a world battle. World War III. All nations about to tap in. The second woe passed, the third woe come. The third woe cometh quickly. It ain't coming, it's here. We smack dab in the middle of it. That red line has been crossed. It's go time. Let's go, champ. For the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, have purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? Barakatha Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Call Halor Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Close out here. We usually read it in the KJV, but I'm going to read it in the NLT. A close out. It breaks itself down, man. We in beautiful times, brothers and sisters. All we got to do is hold on. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. In order to get to the kingdom, which the kingdom is coming, we must go through much tribulation. But it's his good pleasure to give us the kingdom. Fear not, little flock. Matthew 10 and 34. And you see it's in red, so it's straight out of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach's mouth. The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, straight out of the conquering line of Judah, straight out of his mouth. Don't imagine that I came to bring peace to the earth. I came not to bring peace, but a sword. And the modern day sword is a gun. The ultimate sword is a missile. The Lord's arrows will be shot off, the weapons of his indignation. I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. The love of many's waxing cold. People losing it, people bugging out. And it's really, the Lord is separating the righteous from the wicked, the believers from the non-believers, the ones that trust in and fear in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and he's separating us from the ones that trust in this world, trust in this devil. Their worst nightmare is becoming a reality. These people being plagued, and you ain't seen nothing yet. I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Your enemies, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach himself is telling you, Your enemies will be right in your own household. You know it. You on cloud nine, and these people miserable, got demons on them, but misery loves company. Want to draw you into their demonic, miserable ass world. Separate yourselves, man. Come out of this bitch. If you love your father or mother more than you love me, you are not worthy of being mine. Or if you love your son or daughter more than me, you are not worthy of being mine. We all been here before, man. We've been here time and time again. Time and time again. Okay? This the last go around. We all have to appear before the seat of judgment and answer for the things we've been doing in our body, whether they be good or bad. And guess what? When you go before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in his throne, you appear by yourself. You stand alone. And you're going to stand alone in that day. If you refuse, you able-bodied men and women, you got to pick up your cross too. Faith without works is dead. I show you my faith by my works. If you refuse to take up your cross and follow me, you are not worthy of being mine. If you cling to your life, you will lose it. No man that warreth entangleth with the affairs of this life. If you cling to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for me, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, if you cling to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for me, you will find it. Anyone who receives you receives me. This isn't a color thing, man. If you can receive this message, more than likely you're an Israelite. Our spirit bears witness that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then what? Heirs also of the promise, of the covenants. Anyone who receives you receives me, and anyone who receives me receives the Father who sent me. Because everything got to be done again, decently and in order. In order. You can't get to the Father, Abba, Yahweh. We got to go through the door. Who's the door? Yahushai, the mediator, the go-between, the intercessor, the author and finisher of our faith. And you women, you can't get to Yahushai or Yahweh. You got to go through a man on this earth. The woman going to be redeemed in childbearing. Tells you that in Genesis. If you receive a prophet, what does it mean what does a prophet do? A prophet prophesies. What does it mean to prophesy? To say something before it happens. And we've been warning you for decades, starting with Abba Bivens on down, who is Elijah if you can receive it, and all the men that came before us, our apostles and their elders. We've entered into other men's labor, but guess what? Now the work is almost done. If you receive a prophet as one who speaks for God, Yahweh, you will be given the same reward as a prophet. And what's ultimately what us prophets, Adawan Ratazah, I'm of that elk, that lot. What are we looking for? Ultimately, salvation. We're looking to be saved. We're looking to be delivered in the times to come. We're expecting a righteous reward. We're looking for crowns, man. If you receive a prophet as one who speaks for God, Yahweh, you will be given the same reward as a prophet. And if you receive righteous people because of their righteousness, you will be given a reward like theirs. And if you give even a cup of cold water to one of the least of my followers, you will surely be rewarded. Beautiful times, man. Beautiful times to be alive for the remnant of Yasharallah. We're close, baby. Redemption is nigh. Shalom. Wa abad babo kwam Yasharallah.